MTG Cardz in Review. We are going to be opening up a Modern Horizons booster box. Looking for something really spicy in this box, of course. Now, alright. I guess packaging. There's a thing back there. Okay. Well, that is definitely a sizable box. It'll be interesting to see how that compares to doing iconic masters. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with some from the right row. And of course we are looking for all the goodies though that one can find in here in the original Modern Horizons. That basically being, Rin and 6 or Rin and Skippy, depending on how you want to call it. And of course then Urza, and so on. Alright guys, well, we are going to go ahead and just begin going through here. Return from extinction. Mind Rake. Wing Shards. Tranquil Thicket. Cunning Vision. Got a rare, we've got Silent Clearing. So one of the land cycles here, and then one of these no lands, and then an art card and a token. Okay. So we will keep kind of just rolling right along here. I don't expect to after having gotten the first pack out of the way, we'll probably continue to just stroll right along here. We are looking for the good stuff. Yeah, there's probably a common or two in here that would actually be considered basically good, and I'm sure that's true here. It's Talisman of Hierarchy, Smiting Helix, Squirreling Sliver, got a rare Winds of Abandon. And then another Snow-Covered Mountain, and the art card and the token. So now these, if I have understood and read right, typically majority of the packs are going to only have a single rare or mythic though in them, and then your common and uncommon slots. There is a potential that you could see something one that would have something different, but for the most part, Owlish Fury, it's going to be exclude that's going to be the case. Alright, so we're going to snag a mythic here. What do we find? Yawgmoth, Thran Physician. Excellent. Corson Tusker. And a snow-covered swamp. Alright. So, not bad. Let's see here. Alright, so Yawgmoth is about a $36 card. Of course, what we're really looking for, one of those foil or foil etch version of the big cards. So like, Urza. I am sure that some of these cards will certainly go a long way to working on building some other tribal decks here that I have in mind. In fact, Sliver being one of those. Okay, so a rare Ice Fang Colt? A snake, yeah. Then our art card and our token. Okay. Dress or fog. Shapeshifter. Defile. Prohibit. King of the Pride. Baron Moor. Swampland. Talisman of Curiosity. Another rare. Plague Engineer. Okay. And art card and token. Alright, this will be our 5th pack. So Yawgmoth so far has been our big hit though. And we've got one of the lands still. Frostwalla, Lizard, Slughor. What this? Yep. File again. Winter's Rest. Weather the Storm. Undead Augur. Battle Screech. And Scale Up. And what do we got? Got another rare. Force of Virtue. Oh, and we got a foil. That's a mythic. Hex Drinker. Okay, that was unexpected. Probably not that big of a hit as if it had been, say, Urza. So, we're going to move that over there. And, what is that? Hex Catcher. What's the name of the video? Hex Drinker. Okay, so quick pause here while we go ahead and just check and see. So, alright, so we know it's basically. Alright, well, hey, so it's about a $25, a little more than a $25 card in foil version. The non-foil version makes it only about $5 or $6. Alright. Oh, grab our next stack of packs and keep moving along. Alright. Zombie Goblin. Magmatic Sinkhole. Storm, Winter Blast. Conifer Worm. And a Spider. Abominable Tree Folk. Admiral's Call. And we got the lands. And we got a foil version of land. A regular land. And selling a token. Okay. Alright. Killer pillar, insect. Birthing burrows. Carrion eater. Alright, Leash Slumber. Legendary snow enchantment. Fist of Flame foil. Snow covered mountain. Scour all possibilities for art card and a token. Okay. Another sliver. That's probably where I'll get a number of my slivers, silvers, elk. Ninja of the New Moon. And Shelter. Nature's Charm. I think I've seen that a number of times, haven't we already? Elvish Fury. Tribute Mage. Lesser Manticore. Etchings of the Chosen. We got a rare Lightning Skelemental. That could be useful for a skeleton deck. And then Swamp, and an art card, and a token. Right. Azora Smoke Shaper. Azure Ninja. Sinkhole. Putrid Goblin. A zombie goblin. Rogues Veteran. Rhino Soldier. Glacier Revelation. Twisted Reflection. Soul Herder. Cabal Therapist. Snow Covered. Token. And art card. Alright. Cyclops Spell Snuff. Spell Snuff. First Sphere Gargantuan War. Savage Swipe. Ingenious Elemental. Landward Tribe. Actually, that I believe is a good card. Now we've got Seasoned Pyromancer for a Mythic. Still probably not as good as Yawgmoth. Yeah, I got him for basically storage and usability purposes. I just realized I need to adjust a couple of things here. Bear with me, guys. If I don't do this now, it will make it more difficult later, but it's also going to bug me. Because initially I was not bothering to really separate the commons and the uncommons. However, for where I plan to transport cards, though, due to the number of cards and also additional cards that I can actually make use of them in deck building, and that is all. So there are obviously a couple of points to getting set cards. That is, of course, basically the concept that that they are going to be potentially used, and if they are, then you really need, to have a place that they're actually going to be safely stored, or at least accessible, if you're going to use them. Now, you're going to see me add a couple of lands there. Those are from a previous opening though, that was done over on MTG Attitudes channel though. Editor J, who's currently stepping in and taking on the role of that is basically overseeing it though, making sure that we're just checking and running things to making sure that things happen though. So we're basically going to put those here and we're going to resume opening packs and everything, and also keep an eye on the battery because obviously I want to be able to continue to have this recorded though. Now I probably could flip through the comments faster. I probably could just skip the comments, but when it's something that you've actually not opened Throat Seeker a lot of yourself, pillage, then it's something where you want to kind of have the chance to enjoy it. Splicer Skill, Archmage's Charm for a rare, and the lands, Sword of New and Steel. Right. So I'm hoping that it'd be nice to actually find one of the swords as well in here. But I'd also like to find the Urza. So we've hit technically 3 mythics already. 2 and 1. 1 foil mythic and Drakescape Sliver, Feaster of Souls, or Fester of Souls, Wall of Blossoms, and we're going to get a Cloud Shredder Sliver, okay. There are lands, art card, and token. Alright. So we're finishing up the first half of the box here. Light, Reign of Revelation, another one of those cards, and Crypt Rats, Face of Divinity, Secluded Step, and a rare Conflict Conjurer. So far it looks like we have managed to get one alliance, rares, a couple mythics, Mongoose, Headless Spectre, Rank Officer, Zombie Soldier, Genius Infiltrator, Talisman of Curiosity, Dismantling Blow, Rare Genesis, okay. Alright. So So Force of Negation would be one of the rares, or Force of Vigor. Prismatic Vista. So I don't think we've hit. We hit a Force of Virtue, but I don't think that is actually one of the. Now, so Yawgmoth and the foil hex drinker has been our biggest hits. Alpine Guide. Good Fortune Unicorn. Okay. Regrowth. That's a good card. Okay, we got a mythic here. What do we get? Sword of Truth and Justice. That is a nice one. No. Art card and token. Pondering Mage. Knight of Old Benalia. Mammoth Giant. Rebuild. Fester of Fools. Or Feaster of Fools. Where Alluria's Influence. Snow-covered Swamp. That's what we're looking for. Just not the art card version. The art card version's okay, but we want the real thing. The actual card. Alright, so halfway through the box here. Ruinous Rider, Firebolt, Cutting Evasion, Scrapyard Recombiner, okay, that is going to conclude this portion of the box, guys. Stay tuned, we'll pick up from here with the second half though of the box. Battery swap.